Hello everyone, my name is Mustapha Jumare and today I'll be talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs goes digital. Let's begin. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is the framework that I'm going to be using to discuss human nature and what motivates us to acquire our needs and also what we've used throughout history to survive. The reason why I'm using Maslow's hierarchy of needs is because we need a certain framework to use to discuss what's going on in the digital era and the current form of digital accumulation and profit accumulation. Now, the new digital era method of accumulation is platform capitalism. Platform capitalism is a new concept that discusses how businesses nowadays use a certain share economy and cloud-based computing to have platforms for people to engage and have their own businesses, business to business, or from the company to the consumer. This makes it cheaper for most companies to run their businesses, as we all know, the intent is for a higher profit. This reduces the cost of assets, the cost of storage, lowers the cost of employment. A good example of this is Uber. Uber would be a good example. They don't own cars, they don't formally hire their employees, and they've become one of the biggest companies in our day and age. Now, Maslow's hierarchy of needs come in 5 levels, and these levels are going to be used to describe how companies that focus on these needs succeed the most in the digital era. So, let's begin. The first thing on our list is physiological needs. Now, these are simple things like food, water, reproduction, and having shelter, the basic things we need to survive, and the things that have been innate throughout our society for a long time. And what better way for a company to capitalize on something than our needs, our basic needs? This is why the advent of certain platforms like Skip the Dishes has been so prominent now. It allows for a supply of variety of food without them actually owning any of the restaurants, employing any of the drivers, and owning any of the vehicles. And another example I can give is in terms of reproduction. Now, I'd say Tinder is a good example. They successfully found a system whereby you could easily find someone, a mate, whether your intentions are to engage in certain activities or to find a soulmate. Either way, it is that innate drive as a human being to want to reproduce, even though the end goal is not to reproduce. Now, the second one on our list is safety needs. Now, safety needs are there for you to have some type of control in your life. They are your job security. They are the safety you have in your own house, the safety you have on your devices. You also have educational security as well. Now, this is important because it also leads to job security in many cases, not as often as before. So now, many wouldn't want to follow the traditional route of going through university because for most it's probably expensive. Now they want to find new ways which won't make them pay up a fortune. These ways are through online programs or certificate programs. For example, what you get through Code Academy, very popular, Skillshare or Chegg Study. And you also have these independent teachers as well who are professionals at their own industries. The third one on our list is a sense of belongingness and friendship. Now, this is probably the most evident one as you see with the advent of social media. Now, with social media, you could easily connect with anyone that you want from across the distance. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, and they have different specialties to that. Some more pictures, some more words like Twitter. You also have community sites such as Reddit. Another reason why this helps people fill their need is because they can build different communities from all over the world. Whether it's strange, niche, you always have a community online that you can join. And you can also relate this to Tinder as well. Tinder could also be used for finding a soulmate and having a sense of a bond with that soulmate. as well, so that could be included. The next one on our list is esteem, especially self-esteem, through achievements, rewards, status, and prestige. Something you'd notice online now and in many applications is they're using a point system to make everyone have a dopamine rush so that they have a better experience and a competitive experience with what they are doing. An example of this is Instagram's like and follow system. Another example of this is the point systems in games like Call of Duty or Fortnite, when you play in co-op and have ranking based on how many points you get. The next one we have on our list is self-actualization. This is seeking personal growth and being the peak of what one can be. As Maslow puts it, to become everything that one is capable of becoming. Another way to show how the market is heading towards self-actualization and having an identity of self is through advertising. In the past, advertising has been only showing you the product, what the product does for you, and how the product will help you fit in with others. For example, what they advertise to kids, such as toys, cereals, candies. If you look at recent advertising like car commercials or Nike ads that want to push you to be the best you can be through their product, it shows that they're trying to aim at that individuality and self-actualization as you are. That's why most of them are high-ticket items, because at that point you've passed through the other 4 steps. In conclusion, human beings will always gravitate towards human nature, and companies will always cater to demand and supply. But then, what makes a successful company in this digital era, and especially in terms of platform capitalism, is looking at these 5 levels and exploring these 5 levels and focusing on which level you want to be on and to cater to. As you follow through that, you'll forever have a product to sell. Is this a bad thing? That could be a yes or a no. You can look at it as excess consumption, making it easy to consume in excess, or you can look at it as products being immediately available and specific to the person who needs it. So it all depends. This is just a framework of looking at the digital era. Thank you.